Hi, everyone. We're excited to make our pitch for the PNC FinTech Challenge with our solution, ReliaRate. I'm Kat, and I'm here with my teammates, Abe and Micah.
So allow us to set the stage for you. Meet Emmanuel, our gig economy worker. He's pursuing an auto loan so he can continue his Uber, DoorDash, or Upwork services. Here's a little bit about him. He's never had a loan. He pays in only cash and debit card, and he currently works, as I said, as an independent contractor in the gig economy. Right now, there's red flags going off in lenders' heads, and we want to change that. Here's all the reasons why we should, in fact, loan to Emmanuel. Based off his bank statements and bank account, he has reliable and timely subscription payments showing he can pay on a term by term basis. His savings account is growing steadily month after month, showing his reliable and responsible financial habits. And again, he's a consistent and reliable worker for DoorDash, as you can see by his 4.9 out of 5 rating with over 6,000 deliveries last year. That's a big deal. We want to reward him for that.
So as we took our approach to how can we solve and help out Emmanuel here, we decided to answer these three questions. For people like Emmanuel with low historical data, how can we become their first lender? Because then we'll likely become their lifetime bank. Next, what habits, both conventional and unconventional, can we reward to determine reliability? As well as what are the weaknesses of the credit score that we need to overcome? In our research approach, we wanted to look at real data. We found over 10,000 anonymized loans that were real, either accepted or rejected. And we used machine learning using a decision tree to figure out what metrics were key in showing what happened and how could we predict what would happen. We wanted to make our machine learning, one of our big goals was to make our machine learning available for PNC to plug and play with their own data once they have access to it. Now, the key outcomes that we found for determining trustworthiness were the amount requested was 5,000 or less led to a higher chance of them paying it back. If the individual's debt to income ratio is low, if they do have any credit, unlike Emmanuel, that they have greater than $3,500 left to buy, and their term length is long, 5 years or longer is shown to be the best. With this, we also wanted to reward unconventional reliability, such as Emmanuel being a great DoorDash driver and having a rating over 4.5, well, that's the average. The other thing is we wanted to penalize different consistent activities that are bad and can show inconsistencies in their behavior, such as excessive gambling, drinking, and smoking. And so with that, we created our ReliaRate.
So, ReliaRate is a software, and this most important part is the form, which Emmanuel or any other gig economy worker would be filling out for themselves. We can autofill personal information, which I've done now for Emmanuel, as well as the requested amount and term length. We will upload bank statements from Emmanuel from his past debit cards that will be used in our machine learning, as well as connect to his bank where those debit cards are from. The most important part here, arguably, is the ability to authenticate with DoorDash, Uber, or any other gig economy type services. For Emmanuel, we'll connect to DoorDash to verify his high rating. And then he'll be able to list subscriptions as well as indicate if he participates in any risk-prone behaviors. And they can provide a little bit extra information for PNC. But once this is filled out, we will get his ReliaRate using the algorithms and the metrics that Abe has explained. You'll see that Emmanuel got a score of 4.8 out of 5 stars based on those metrics. And with this score, we can work with PNC to determine a result, but we've decided that he would qualify for a loan of up to $5,000 because he is responsible enough to pay it back. He's able to then just go and begin the loan application from there.
Now, we think that this solution is exactly what people like Emmanuel need in the gig economy. We're confident that when somebody like Emmanuel receives their first loan from PNC, PNC will become their lifetime bank, that they will keep coming back. And we think that we have a great solution here for changing the gamification of the credit score. Rather than relying on getting a lot of credit cards and seeing if they'll pay it back on time, we want to reward positive externalities like paying off their subscriptions and having things that they do enjoy and that they're already doing. That's how we want to reward people just like Emmanuel.
We want to reemphasize that ReliaRate makes PNC available for the gig economy. The people like Emmanuel, who according to the current credit score and its weaknesses, will not receive rates, despite the fact that they're responsible and reliable individuals like Emmanuel, who can be customers of PNC for life. We believe our solution overcomes the weakness of the credit score, and we think it's perfect for PNC to do business.
So thank you, and we hope that you enjoy ReliaRate as much as we have.